Under Assad's regime, not only chemical weapons, but there were torture camps in Syria too. An incident in Tunisia changes the Middle East forever. As the result, Syria turns into a deadly war zone. Many governments were overthrown, many dictators lost all powers. The situation was that Assad sent tanks to Daraa. Even funerals were banned, because they were the hotspots for protests. This proved to be one of Assad's biggest mistakes. There was a rebellion within the army. So the Syrian army began executing their soldiers. Friends, this was the beginning of the civil war in Syria. Hello, friends, the 8th of December, 2024, 63-year-old writer Bashar Barham woke up in early morning in his prison cell in Syria. He was in jail for the last 7 months, and this day was supposed to be his last. On this day, he was supposed to be executed. The thing is, Bashar Barham was Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad's supporter. But some time ago, he gave a television interview where he criticized Iran. He accused Iran of exploiting the Syrians and, so, he was thrown in jail. On the morning of the 8th of December, he was minutes away from his death. He knew that the door would open in a while, and the security forces would take him to his execution. But when the door finally opened, he notices that it wasn't the Syrian security forces. In fact, they were the rebels opposing Assad. They were there to release him from jail. He was told that Assad's rule in Syria was now over, and the country was under the opposition forces' control. While people were celebrating this good news, Barham couldn't find his cell phone and other belongings in the jail. He ran straight to his house and to inform his wife and daughters that he was alive. His fate was truly amazing. Because of the fall of one government, Bashar Barham literally got a new life. But do you know what, friends? Bashar Barham was not the only one. Many were supposed to be executed that day. In Syria's Sidnaya prison, a child was also fated to be executed. The child was saved too. In today's video, let's get to know Bashar al-Assad's story. Syria's dictator whom even ISIS couldn't defeat. But today, his dictatorship fell apart like a house of cards within 2 weeks. How did this happen? And what is going to happen to Syria now? This is the story of Syria's civil war. Before 1918, Syria was a part of the Ottoman Empire. Let's look at Syria's borders on the map today. Iraq is in its east, Jordan and Israel in the south, Lebanon in the west, and Turkey in the north. After defeating the Ottoman Empire in World War I, the European countries that had won this war took over this region and divided it among themselves. Syria went to France. So, from 1918 to 1946, France ruled this region. The citizens revolted against it, and after many wars, in 1946, Syria got independence from France.